Yo, 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 we are back with another vlog today. And today, what I'm going to do is try and speak to homeless people and have a day in the life, of a homeless person. Sort of see what they get up to, how they get by. Now, the reason I'm doing this video, if I'm totally honest, I would have judged homeless people a couple of years ago. Like, if I had been walking down certain streets and seen them begging, and they would have been roughly the same age as me, I would have been saying, like, what are you doing? Like, you're a tramp and stuff like that. And we'd have really just thought of homeless people as nuisances. But now, as time has went on and things have changed, I realise obviously no one would choose to be on the streets. There's obviously something behind it. And if I'm totally honest, the thing that really changed it is a friend of mine actually became homeless. He was he was about a year younger than me. He wasn't just like any ordinary friend. He was a childhood friend. We grew up together, went to the youth club together, went on trips away, went on our first holiday together. He was a normal guy. He worked in a youth club at times. He always had good jobs. And then suddenly addiction took over his life at a stage. And there was stages where he was homeless. And I'm just after that, I sort of realised that it can happen to anyone. It could happen to me, it could happen to you. And the fact of the matter is, I just want to find a wee bit more about it because, we're all probably lucky at the end of the day that we can go home. We know where, for example, like you are going home, you know where you're going at the end of the day, you know where you're going to put your head down. Whereas it was stages for my own friend was sleeping here, there and everywhere. We couldn't go home. Like, I was getting phone calls about him saying your friend's in the town, he's in a bad nick, he's sleeping here and he's doing this and he's, and I just wanted to focus on how my life went one way. And within a couple of years, the happy-go-lucky lad I knew with a good job, he had relationships, had his own house, how he went from that to sleeping on the streets. And then eventually, things did catch up on him. And where I'm sitting now is actually where he passed away. He passed away at like 2 o'clock during the day. He was just walking along. I think he'd been out for a few days. And he just keeled over right here on this spot and was found about 10-15 minutes later. And unfortunately, it passed. He's only 28 years old. And I didn't really think until after he died that, like, how did I not realise things were so bad? And there was times where I did realise things were really bad. And I did try and help him. And, he would have went off the drink or drugs and everything for months. And then as soon as he got a bit of money, he was away again. I just want to find out how did this, want to give myself a wee bit of closure and how did my own friend fall into this situation. So, anyone thinks I'm doing this for to make it easier to homeless people, I'm definitely not. I just want to give you that wee bit of background of why I'm doing it. Like, for example, I want to know why my own friend, what could I have maybe done to help him more. We were giving him clothes and money and putting him up in our houses, and in the end he was just here, there and everywhere. And 10 years before he died, he had it all at his feet. 5 years before he died, he had relationships, his good jobs, and then suddenly he's sleeping rough in streets, he's in hostels, he's getting arrested, and then to the point where he lost his life. It's how can someone so bright and vibrant end up in a way that they're losing their own life? So that's what I'm really finding out today, trying to hear people's stories, why they're on the streets and what do they do, and do the government help or anyway. I know I've yacked on there the first couple of minutes, but let's go and get into it and see if we can get speaking to anyone today. Also, massive thank you for the last video. Over 10k views on a second YouTube video. Can everyone who watches this please subscribe below? Even if a tenth of the people of the last video subscribe below, I would be starting to make money from this and it would be easier for me to do videos. So thanks very much, folks. Let's get into it right now. There's a couple of things that go wrong with this video, and I'm going to say the main one would be if I walk up and start talking to someone and saying about being on the streets and they're not even on the streets, I think I'll die of embarrassment. So that's my number one aim. Actually, I want to find out about homeless people, but I want to make sure I ask homeless people and not just people who are just sitting about. I'm currently just walking through Belfast city centre and hopefully I'll just bump into people. You know, I think maybe the legs of Castle Street now you're going to get a lot of people, and it's just willing to, whether people are willing to be on camera or not, you know. Again, I don't want to be like making an idiot out of anyone or think like I'm taking advantage of them. I just genuinely want to find out a wee bit more information. Where do they go at the end of the night? Do they just always sleep rough? Where's the help? Do they get money? If they get money, how do they reach the money? You know what I mean? Like, how long have they been homeless for? Do they have any plans to stop being homeless? Stuff like that there. So hopefully we can get a few good interactions. We'll see how things go. I want to try and make sure my double chin is as out of the camera as it can be all day. What's your name, bro?
Anthony,
Anthony. And how long have you been on the streets yourself?
about a month and a half.
About a month. Is there anything led you to go onto the streets?
Just like the place that was in permanently decided, and landlord decided to sell it out.
Yeah. And have you got any addictions or anything that helps you get off the street? Alcohol?
Nothing to help me.
Yeah. And is alcohol a big part of your life? Yeah. And do you get any help off friends or family or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, your friends and family. And have you got a plan yourself to maybe try and get off the streets?
Yeah, save up.
Save up. And see a lot of people walking past you. Would they stop and talk to you?
No, I don't know. It's a bit of an odyssey, isn't it?
Yeah. And sometimes they feel a wee bit invisible being on the street. Like people just walk past you.
Aye.
And the government, do they help you in any way?
Aye, the government. Yeah, the government.
Yeah.
The government does it.
Yeah. And so what does it look like at night? What's your plans tonight? Will you be able to get somewhere to go sleep or?
I think I'm gonna be alright tonight.
We're doing a wee video, mate. Jump you up there quick, you're getting called. You're gonna lose him. And what's your plans tonight? Do you think you'll get somewhere warm to sleep, or will you? Well, I know it's warm outside, but will you get somewhere comfortable to sleep?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. A sleeping bag helps.
Sleeping bag
helps.
And,
Sleeping bag helps. Like, if I have a sleeping bag.
And if you were to say to people who's not homeless, what's one way someone can help you?
And sorry. I like sitting in front of the cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're safe. And do you feel safe on the streets?
What was that last question you asked?
Do you feel safe on the streets?
Bro, no question before that?
So if you were to give advice to someone, how can someone help you who's not homeless?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Because I know myself.
I don't like. Just like yeah, that's very. There's not a lot. Really
Just checking in and asking you questions. I know myself that I'm a wee bit tentative to get people see on the streets in case they spend the money on drink or drugs. So would just like a hot meal help or something like that?
Oh.
Yeah. So bro, thanks very much here. Nice to meet you. My name's Pierce, by the way. And I just want to spread awareness and let you know that I hope things get better for you. And I hope hopefully you get off the streets sooner rather than later. Okay, bro?
Yes.
See you later, mate. Here, we'll get a knock. God bless you. See you later. I interviewed that young man there who would be less than a couple of years younger than me. And he's on the streets. You know what I mean? He's been on the streets a month and a half. He had a landlord. The landlord sold his house. Didn't have the money to move in anywhere else. He's on the streets now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how simple it is. And you can tell, just looking at him there, he was struggling. And it's so sad to see someone of that age lying in the streets with his friend come over and they were asking each other for money, and the 25p between the both of them. Two grown adults, while they like to, all us are just running about. I was running about the town there and went and got myself a lovely lunch. But then got myself a nice coffee, didn't even think about it, didn't even bat an eyelid. And these people are just struggling to have 25p. Even when I was offering them, I wanted to go and buy them a sandwich, he wouldn't even take it. Do you know what I mean? Their own pride. They have even though they're homeless, they still have pride in themselves. A lot of them don't want to be begging, they just want you to say hello. Actually going to do a wee bit of Social experiment here where I'm going to see how many people walk past a homeless fellow and his dog without even looking at him. Just to make a point, because I do it all the time myself. Like, I just walk past people and it's as if they're invisible. So let's see if anyone else does it too. I think this will be quite sad watching the amount of people walk past. There's buses driving past me here, so you know what I mean? Like, that guy's just sitting there, minding his own business. It's as if he's invisible. As if he doesn't exist. All the people just walking past, so and it's something I actually do myself, so I'm not judging anyone or anything like that, but you can just see. And the guy's actually oblivious to everyone walking past. He's caring more about his dog than himself, so it is sad. It's a sad state of affairs. What's happening, mate? So what's your name?
Mark.
Mark, I'm Pierre. So what I want to ask you is, as someone on the streets, what's the start of your day look like? Are you waking up in the street? Are you waking up in a shelter?
Waking up in the street.
On the street?
There's nowhere cold to drive.
And even nowhere else you can sleep? And once you wake up, what are you out doing? Are you trying to... Have you got any addictions or anything that you're trying to help?
I've got addictions, but I'm fighting them off.
Yeah, and you're fighting them, and it's obviously a reckon harder to fight them in the street.
I'm fighting them.
There's more temptation, maybe, would you say?
Going to rehab.
Would you like to go to rehab?
I'm going to rehab.
You're going to rehab?
September.
Brilliant. And do you have any family or friends that can help you out, or? Yeah, and have you made friends in the street yourself?
Some good ones and some bad.
Yeah, and see when you're going to, say tonight, where will you sleep tonight?
I'll probably punch my tent up and keep
Yeah.
others over there.
I was speaking to someone who likes to sleep beside cameras so they know if anything happens, they're guarded. There's a camera there watching them. Would that be something you do?
I sleep in a real isolated area.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where I'm at.
Yeah, and see in the future, do you
I
see?
wouldn't sleep around. See around the street.
Yeah.
I've been mugged 4 times.
Have you?
Aye.
And would
Woke
that
up and I had nothing.
would that be by other street people or just random people?
To be honest,
Yeah,
or street people.
yeah. And see as well.
Street people are robbing street people.
Yeah, and see people who aren't on the street. Do you feel like they just walk past you all day and don't help you out, or?
People's
Like-
not on the street. Oh, see the generosity in Belfast.
Yeah, is it good?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
People come and they see you sitting and give you water,
Yeah.
give you food, give you.
And what would be a way that someone like myself who isn't on the street, how can I help you if I'm walking past it during the day? On a day like today or a wet, rainy day, is there anything in particular to help?
Just talk to them,
Sit and have a chat the way we're chatting now.
but don't give them money.
Don't give them money.
Don't give them money.
See, most of the people have asked me on the camera have actually says to me, are you paying me or stuff? And I don't want to feed into people's addictions. So, and you've been
don't-
nice enough to go onto the camera, you know, never give them money. Yeah.
Because the money, they get enough money off the government.
And does the government give any help? That's my next
Aye,
question. They would give you a few quid.
They're getting all the high rates of everything.
Would you be? How long would that last?
Depends how big an attic there.
Yeah. So the bigger the attic you are,
Some of them are getting £1,500 a month.
serious, and that obviously
And,
would
and they're
last.
getting fed all around Belfast.
Yeah.
And all the places people feed the homeless.
So what's your future yourself?
And my future is, I'm 52 now. I'll
Yeah.
be 53 in October. And when I celebrate my 53rd birthday, I'll be at rehab.
And how long have you
Going
been
right.
on the streets, on and off?
It's just a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, Mark, thanks for speaking to me today. You're an absolute gentleman. You're appreciated.
you pay me.
Appreciate it. I spoke to Mark, like he's 52. He says when he's 53 he'll be in rehab. He had 3 friends with him that didn't want to be in camera. And off the camera they told me that one of their friends had died 3 weeks ago. Like 3 weeks ago they died. He's going to try and get himself sorted in the rehab. But again, he says don't give people money and stuff like that. He says you're not helping them by giving them money. Just speak to them, treat them like a human being. And thankfully he did say there the people of Belfast are very generous, which is brilliant. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I try and not give homeless people money myself because I want to go to addictions. And I'm going to be honest, most homeless people I've spoke to today, they've asked me, are you paying me? Are you giving me this? Are you giving me that? And I've said no, like, zoomed in myself too much there. Said no because I don't want to give them a £10 or £20 and they go and get drink or drugs or whatever their addiction is. You know, what good's that to them? I would give them a sandwich or whatever. But it's just, you see 2 people at different ages there and you just hope. And the first one's at Mark's age that that he's not still on them streets. You know, it's scary. It's a scary world we live in. Like, if I flip this camera around when I'm a wee bit up here, I'll just show you like the wealth and the happiness of Belfast, and it's just sad that so much homeless people about. You know what I mean? So right now I'm at Belfast City Hall, and I'm just going to show you what Belfast looks at its best. While during these streets, less than 50 yards away, 50 metres away, you will find people begging to feed drink, drugs, gambling addicts, their addiction. While this is the best part of seeing Belfast. Here, look at this. Gorgeous. Everyone out enjoying the sun. And I'm not paying too much of a dampener. But even myself, I enjoy it and don't give a second thought about homelessness or people in these streets. Like, it's just sort of, I don't even know what I'm talking about a wee bit. I'm just rambling on a bit, but I just feel like a wee bit frustrated in myself maybe. Like, even speaking to them homeless people that like they want help. When I think of my own friend, like, I did try and help him a lot. He wasn't always homeless, he was in and out of the streets, and he was place to put his head down where probably didn't have anywhere he could just completely rely on every night that he knows he can go home. And obviously he had troubles, but I can remember some days even sitting like saying to my other mates, saying like, we're just going to get a tax one day, he's dead. And it's as if it's nothing, and then when the tax does come through, you're sort of like, I didn't even really click on the things for a couple of months after. I wasn't really depressed about it. It actually says at least I don't have to worry about it no more. Even now when I'm walking through the town, I do get a wee bit upset sometimes when I think about him. Maybe like probably could have helped him a bit more. Could have done that wee bit more to help him and he would have been here today, but it's just the way life turns out sometimes, unfortunately. And like, my friend isn't here no more. And you're speaking to them people, like that guy's 52, coming 53, he says on his 53rd birthday he'll be in rehab. And I would just love to have been able to like sort my own friend out. So that's probably why the reason that I've come in and made this video today. It mightn't be everyone's cup of tea, the most entertaining video, or it's not stacks of crack or anything like that, but it's just something really close to my heart. And it just maybe has given me a wee bit of like more information about something that I don't really know about, and hopefully someone else, if anyone else out there who has a friend that's maybe in similar situation where they've lost themselves and they've turned to drink or drugs or gambling, and they're sort of just reach out to them. Do you know what I mean? We should have, as much as I try to help my friend, drag them out of places and done this and done that. In the end, he was only 28, like, he lost his life. And it was a life like that where he was loved. He had good friends, good family. Plenty of people cared about him. He was smart, funny. Like, you would have got people get on with him. Actually, people used to think we're brothers because we used to look so much alike when we were younger. And then now you're just like, it's just such a waste of his life. And I'm walking through these streets and you're just seeing so many of it. So many young people that just their whole lives ahead of them. They've just probably been dealt a bad hand, or you never know what's going on. Well, I just think it's important that we don't judge people and try and help people as much as we can. Sorry to be such a depresso. I know I keep saying every vlog. The next one's going to be funny and all. Hopefully the next few are funny. Can I just please beg everyone, subscribe to this so I can make these videos longer and better and make a real career of this, because I do love doing it. It's something I'm really passionate about, like making videos, having fun. I wanted to do it for years and I just haven't had the Henry Halls to do it, and now that I have a wee bit of capability to do it, I'm getting good support. So just want to thank everyone for all the support. Keep liking, sharing, commenting. Most importantly, keep subscribing. Anyone that hasn't subscribed, subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the flip side.